Chapter 8. The work worth doing to avoid harder work later. This chapter carries one of the most important and yet most misunderstood messages of the journey. The work of self-love may feel demanding at times, but avoiding it makes life far harder in the long run. It is a paradox. Many people resist the daily practices of self-love because they seem unnecessary or uncomfortable. But by neglecting them, we end up creating lives that are heavier, more complicated, and more painful than they need to be. The practices of self-love are not complicated. They involve simple but steady actions. Smiling at yourself even when you least feel like it. Speaking to yourself with kindness rather than criticism. Choosing to respond with patience and compassion instead of judgment. It is work, but it is the work that makes all other work easier. If we refuse this work, life becomes harder. Without self-love, confidence drops. Pessimism rises, and we are pulled towards cynicism, fear, and dependence on others for validation. Without self-love, problems feel immovable and burdens grow heavier. With it, difficulties become challenges, and challenges become opportunities for growth. The irony is that people avoid self-love thinking it will save them effort, when in fact it does the opposite. A little effort invested in self-love spares us enormous suffering later. It is the lighter load that keeps us from carrying the heavier one. Why then do so many avoid it? Partly because they do not realize how powerful it is. Partly because they are afraid of looking inward. And partly because the lack of self-love itself becomes addictive. We grow accustomed to neglecting ourselves, even to the point of believing it is normal. But this habit of neglect is no less binding than any other addiction. When we love ourselves, energy flows more freely. Optimism, passion, creativity, and joy arise naturally. Life feels more engaging and hopeful. But when we turn away from self-love, we seek escape. Overwork, overeating, unhealthy relationships, addictions, self-sabotage, or endless frustration. All of these are symptoms of a deeper avoidance, the refusal to create a safe, loving home within ourselves. So the choice is simple. Do the steady, nourishing work of self-love, or face a life that becomes increasingly heavy and unrewarding. One path lightens, heals, and renews. The other darkens and exhausts. It is ultimately your choice. Self-love is the most efficient, reliable, and rewarding way to live. Avoiding it is far costlier than committing to it. The smile is yours, the words are yours, the choice is yours, and the time is now.